Welcome to the Lost Wild West. Tonight's tale is not about an outlaw, not about a sheriff, but about a mysterious stranger who rode out of nowhere, his past hidden like shadows in the dust. Some called him a savior, others whispered he was a killer running from his past. One thing was certain, wherever Shane went, he left behind silence, gunsmoke, and legend. It was the summer of 1889. In a quiet valley where families of homesteaders were building a new life, the air smelled of hope and fear. Fear because the land they plowed and planted was claimed by a ruthless cattle baron. His hired guns bullied the settlers, burned their crops, and swore that no farmer would survive long enough to harvest. One evening, as the sun sank low, a lone rider appeared on the dusty trail. A man dressed in buckskin, broad hat pulled low, a revolver hanging silent at his side. He rode with calm confidence, but his eyes, cold and watchful, spoke of battles already fought. The name he gave was short, sharp, and unforgettable. Call me Shane. Shane found himself at the cabin of a small family, Joe Starrett, his wife Marion, and their young boy. They offered him food, water, and a bed of hay in the barn. Joe saw a friend. Marion saw danger in his silence. And the boy saw a hero. But who was Shane? Why did he never speak of his past? Why did his hand instinctively hover near his gun whenever shadows crossed the yard? Days turned to weeks. Shane worked the fields with Joe, ate at their table, laughed softly with the boy. But trouble was never far. The cattle baron's men rode by, mocking the homesteaders, warning them to leave before blood stained the valley. One night, in a saloon lit by smoky lanterns, Shane stood alone as the hired guns taunted him. He said nothing, but his silence cut deeper than any insult. When fists flew, Shane moved like lightning, strong, precise, but never cruel. The town began to whisper, "This stranger isn't just a drifter, he's a gunfighter, a dangerous one." Who was Shane before he rode into the valley? Some said he was a hired killer who abandoned his bloody trail. Others swore he once rode with outlaws but betrayed them to the law. The truth? No one knew, and Shane never spoke of it. But his eyes, they carried the weight of every man he'd ever faced in the dust. The cattle baron grew restless. His men could not scare the settlers, not with Shane by their side. So he hired the deadliest gun in the territory, Wilson, a cold-blooded killer whose very name silenced saloons. Wilson swaggered into town, looking for Shane, and the valley held its breath. That night, beneath the glow of lanterns, Shane saddled his horse. The boy begged him not to go. Marion's eyes filled with tears, though she said nothing. Shane only placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. "There are some battles you can't run from, son.